What's up, you guys? My name is Miguel, here to give you your daily dose of radiation. In today's video, we are covering what happens if your dosimeter right here, if you get too much radiation. To give you context, I'm a night shift Xray tech, been doing it for about 4 years. And this little thing right here, for those who do not know, you wear it around your thyroid, or if you're pregnant, wear it in the tummy. Keeps track of the radiation that may be scattered, or if you're holding a patient and stuff like that, it keeps track of the radiation you acquire over, depending. Some places are monthly, some of them are like every 3 months, every 6 months. It all depends on where you work at, right? Now, depending on how much you got and where you are in your current field and your age, and there's several variables you learn in school, the board will reach out to you and be like, hey, you got a lot of radiation. Sometimes it's depending on how much it is. Usually you'll get a warning and they're like, hey, you're creeping up, you might want to back off. There's other times where if it gets too much, you could end up getting probably suspended. Not like your license suspended, but like just suspended from working for a period of time, or just having to reduce or sign a paper saying, hey, you acquired this much radiation. You need to be aware of this. Are you okay? Continue to work. So there's that aspect of it. And obviously I work ungodly amount of overtime for the past like 8 months. I've been working like 26, 25 nights straight. And I am, like, you can say, in 4 years of working, and I work a lot of overtime outside of just working nights other years before. I've always been safe. I've always followed, the protocols. I've always tried to minimize my exposure. I've always tried to follow what we learned in school and, do a little bit more safety. And I can say that I've never gotten a dose. Like, I've checked the dosage. It's been minimal. I've never gotten a letter. Because I always thought, I'm like, oh, if you work a lot, you're going to be exposed to a lot of radiation, and there's probably a chance. How are you going to work? How are you going to do? That was always something, and not a problem. Majority of the times, the people who get that are people who don't wear lead, who are holding all the time, who, depending on what modalities you work, obviously if you're in CAT scan or there's other fluoro, higher doses of radiation, obviously it's going to be way easier to acquire than just a simple like chest x-ray versus like a CAT scan of a chest that you're there holding. Obviously the dosage will be way different, and there's like a math thing they do where your age and a bunch of other stuff comes into play, and they can kind of determine if, like, even how many years you've been working to, if the amount is just within the safe realm. I mean, obviously you can never escape radiation. Wherever you go in the world, there is natural radiation, as we learned in school, but this is just from working at your place. For the most part, I've never, to this day, I haven't experienced any problems as far as from radiation. A lot of the veteran techs, I've just noticed over time, they just quit caring. They quit walking 6 feet, or maybe they forget. Maybe, I don't know. But you just see it more with the veteran techs. Just pay attention. Look at the veteran techs. See how they do. Don't do what they do, but just observe. And then you just see it. They walk a little bit less from the portable, not the whole 6 feet. And just like over that, just over time, it just tinkles and adds to your radiation. And I mean, you want to do it for a long time, maybe this is the only career you want to do. You always got to make sure you stay safe, because if you have like a family and you're like maybe the only person working, and you get hit with a letter of, hey, you got too much dosage, you need to be on a leave, or you can't work, like it could affect you tremendously. So try to be safe and protect yourself. And yeah, it's been your Miguel. See you on the next one.